Thanks to viewer Ceruli Baum for tipping us off to the next story. Google made several announcements about RCS, its rich communication service. First and foremost is that the default messaging app will now be called Android Messages instead of Messenger, which never made a lick of sense to me in my month in Android. I would get these messages. Would you like to change your default messaging from Messenger to Messenger? I kept getting those, and it never made any sense. It did make sense. It was like they were trying to...
Facebook Messenger and Google
Android
Messenger. Yeah.
Very confusing. So RCS will roll out to more carriers, making it available to more than 1 billion subscribers. Google has also managed to convince many Android manufacturers to use Android Messages instead of the homemade app that came with the device. I don't think it was actually made in anyone's home, but you know what I mean. The device.
Handcrafted, artisanal app.
Samsung's artisanal messaging app. So 27 more carriers and OEMs will have RCS.
Yep.
This RCS, I asked you, I was like, is this new RCS? No, but it came out as part of GSMA in 2008. How is this going to change your life on a daily basis, Jason?
Right now, it's not going to change it one lick because I'm not on Sprint here in the U.S., and that's the only U.S. carrier that it actually is implemented in this way. What they've done here is definitely, a big deal. They've convinced a lot of hardware manufacturers, major hardware manufacturers, to make this app the default SMS app on those phones. So that's one step closer. There's all these different hurdles along the way. The other hurdle is, of course, carriers. And I think in this case, in this announcement, Orange, Deutsche Telekom, and Globe will now support this internationally. So that's great for international users. Here in the U.S., it's just Sprint that's playing ball right now. And I'm not on Sprint, so that doesn't affect me yet. I'm looking forward to it if and when that happens. The problem is there's a lot of different companies kind of implementing their own RCS standards. And Google obviously wants everybody to use its standard. It's one of the only RCS implementations that's designed to work across carriers instead of everyone having their own siloed solution to it. And so I would love to see them all hop on on board with Google in this regard. But I think they all kind of want their thing to win,
What is rich about the rich communication services? Stickers?
I don't know if there's anything in the specifications about stickers specifically. Okay. But, it adds things like group chat. It adds high-res photo capability, which MMS, you can do photos, but they're pretty low resolution. Read receipts, whatever. And I think I also saw there's a way for like brand messaging, which I was like, oh, really? Okay. For brands to be able to get involved for pushing kind of richer messages. I don't know. That one sounded a little weird to me, but it's really meant beyond just the features of group chat, high-res photo, read receipts or whatever. In Google's mind, I think it's really meant to address the long-standing complaint about how Android doesn't have an iMessages solution that's just installed on all of the devices. It's a no-brainer. This is the app that you use, and everybody that's on Android speaks the same language in messaging. It's also it also supports traditional SMS. So it works in the other direction. So it's not like it's completely siloed off from everything, as does iMessages, also works with SMS. So
okay, so I never really dug that deep into this when I had your Pixel for a month. Was I using RCS?
Yeah, because you're on Sprint, right? Mm-hmm. If you were using the Messages app, I suppose it's possible. What I'm trying to figure out now in my head, and I'm realizing I don't know the answer, is do you only see the benefits of RCS if both people are using it? Mm-hmm. I think the answer to that is yes. Mm-hmm. You only see the benefits if both of you are using it. So the answer for you is probably no, because I think a large majority of the people you were probably messaging with are on iOS, and iOS doesn't have RCS implemented.
Right. Okay, got it.